Thank you, everyone who is joining us live today. I believe that we have quite a number of people who are joining through the Zoom, and also we have quite a number of people who are joining through the YouTube channel. First of all, I would like to, really appreciate each and every one of you for taking this opportunity, all right, this opportunity to be able to come online. And I believe, all right, this is probably going to be a powerful session. What I really want to do is that I want to be able to empower and equip each and every one of you with these 5 practical and proven ways how you can actually create an indispensable wealth in 2023. Now, it is one thing for you to be able to achieve a certain kind of accomplishment. For example, like financially, I can be successful, but my success is nothing if I cannot make every one of you successful. So the greatest reward, all right, is to be able to see each and every one of you are able to do the same thing. So if you can actually understand the mechanism and you can actually grasp what is really going to happen, I believe, right, this will be like a key for you to unlock, and you also will be able to enjoy the same financial breakthrough and the financial freedom. So this is the reason why I thought that the best thing to do before we step into 2023 is to give you this practical and proven principle that you can immediately apply today. All right, in this probably not more than 2 hours, the moment you hear these 5 different principles, these 5 practical ways, you can immediately implement it. And I believe something powerful is going to happen to each and every one of you who are listening to me. And I believe that thousands of people are going to listen, are going to watch this YouTube. And those people who are listening to this YouTube, your life is not going to be the same any longer if you start to implement and execute what you're going to hear today. Now, I believe, all right, year-end resolution has never changed anyone. All right, every time, right, you can see when we reach December, people try to create resolution. Now, let me ask you honestly, this is December. All right, before you move on to January, can I ask you a question? Did you really achieve those resolutions? What has happened to those resolutions? Some people might don't even bother about those resolutions. Am I right? Can you see that? But what I believe is that only definite purpose. If you have a definite purpose and you can take furious action, all right, you will basically make those things come into fulfillment. So I want you to stop wasting another year making resolution. What I want you to do is to make a definite purpose, create a definite purpose today, and you must take furious action. All right, because I believe definite action and furious action is the thing that is going to make you to be able to achieve. So what you try to achieve in a year, I believe you can achieve it probably within the next few months. And this is why I am here. And I believe 2023, all right, as you see me, I think I've been putting up this word for 2023. And 2023, I believe, right, this is the time for us to dominate, where everyone is feeling fearful with the situation of the economics and the things that is collapsing. And now we have prophecy coming saying that there's going to be recession. Let me tell you something. This is the best time to dominate. When everything is weakening, when everything is collapsing, this is the time to emerge. This is the time we need the mentality of a lion. Can you see that? We will not give up, but we're going to start to dominate. So every domain that you are in, every space that you are in, you're going to start to dominate. But how to dominate? How to make these things happen? So this is why I want to be able to share with you these key principles, so that you too can actually achieve this dimension. So although we want to dominate, although we want to go in there and begin to influence and become prominent. So this is what I really believe. When you talk about domination, we're talking about being prominent. We're talking about being influential in our society, in our community. Because when you are influential, when you start to become dominators, you can basically put the competitors out of their job. All right. So this is important. So that's the reason why if you want to dominate, we have to do it. We have to do it righteously. We can have contact without contamination. So whatever that we're going to do next year, 2023, with this mind, okay, your mind, we have to think that we are created to dominate. We are not created to be dominated. We are not created, okay, to be reigned or to be ruled, but we are created to dominate. So dominion is our call, all right? So this is so important. I just want to lay this principle, lay this foundation before we get going. And later on, I'm going to probably open up for some of you, right, to share your perspective. How do you feel this session, and how you, and also you can use the chat room, right, and tell me what do you think about this program, this short program. It's just a program that I believe that is going to jumpstart, okay, jumpstart. So what I'm doing today, I'm going to jumpstart, okay, jumpstart each and every one of you, so that you too can begin to spark, okay, and begin to flourish. So now, before we move on, okay, these are the practical and proven ways to create indispensable wealth in 2023. So before I move on here, let me just quote what Alvin Toffler said. Alvin Toffler said that the elite trait of the 21st century will not be those who can read and write. All right, will not be those who can read and write, but those who will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Now, please understand, right? I believe this is where we are moving in. This is the 21st century that we are living in, and you can see that we have to keep adapting, we have to keep adopting, we have to keep changing, we have to keep learning, because things are moving so fast, all right? Things are moving so fast. I was telling someone, remember, we used to use SMSs, am I right? We send messages through SMS. And from SMS, then we move on to WhatsApp, all right? So everyone starts to use WhatsApp, and that after we start to learn about Telegram, and now most of the people are using Telegram. And now we have new technologies such as Discord and so on. So can you just see just the messaging alone? We have now moved from the SMS to WhatsApp to Telegram and to Discord. Now, if we don't adapt and if we don't keep changing, because change is so dynamic, so we have to adapt to the change, and we have to be so flexible that we must be able to adapt and change fast. All right. Now, can you just imagine in this century, people are still using SMS, all right, where you already have smartphone, and if you are still using SMS, something has to be done. That can be because of the country, because of the technology in the country, or because of the infrastructure of the countries and so on. But things has to be upgraded. Can you just see that? So now what I really want to say is this: don't just learn for knowledge. Now, this is where most of the people are making the mistake. We have so many people who are learning for knowledge. Now, if you are just learning for knowledge, you can be learning so many of things, but you are just going to be jack of all trades, master of none. Now, what does that mean is that these are basically reference to a person who has dabbled in so many skills rather than gaining expertise by focus only one. All right. Now, this is important. That's the reason why I don't really encourage people to learn for knowledge, but I encourage you to learn to master something. Now, this is so important, because if you really want to dominate the area, the space, the domain that God has given to you, or the area that you are skillful, that you have to master it. So mastering it is the key. The moment you master one thing, you start to become better in that, and you start to dominate that space. You start to dominate that area. Now, when you start to master, when you start to dominate that area, the next thing is that for you to learn another skill, for you to learn another knowledge. Can you see that? But the problem with so many people, they don't master things. They just keep learning. I don't want you to make the same mistake. I hope you agree with me that. If you agree with me, probably you want to put something there in the chat room. Please feel free, all right? Feel free to share with me what you feel as you begin to listen to me. And I pray that your spirit will be so imparted. I pray that something will begin to happen inside of you, because this is what I'm doing. I want to jumpstart something inside of you, so that you can start to begin to fly, begin to flourish, and you can start to begin to roar like a lion, and begin to go after, dominate. All right, so these are the mentality that is really required. Now, this is the key why I'm successful, because I master things. Okay, when I learn something, I learn I learn all the way through. I want to know everything about it. I start to create my own strategy. I create my own rules. Okay, that's the reason why those of you who are taking up JD 100X leverage and you are learning how to trade, the reason why is that I spent years to master it. And when I mastered it, I began to create new strategies. I create new skills. And today I start to grow into another skill, another knowledge area. Can you see that? Now, if you can focus on one thing next year, what will be that one thing that is going to make you to dominate? What is that one thing that is going to make you flourish? What is that one thing that is going to make you successful? I just want you to think all these questions because I am challenging you today. I'm speaking into your life today. I want to see that you begin to flourish. You too begin to achieve such a great acceleration in your life. Now, the first principle. Okay, let's move on. The first principle. All right, that is so critical here is that you have to condition your mind. All right, now conditioning the mind is so critical. All right, conditioning the mind is so critical because wealth first start in your mind. Let me repeat that once again. Wealth first start in your mind. If you are defeated in your mind, if you cannot accept wealth in your mind, you are not going to see things happen. So this is the first defeat in so many people's life. They cannot accept wealth. When you talk about money, they cannot accept money. Now, if you cannot accept money, if you cannot accept wealth, and if you don't think that you can become wealthy in your mind first, you are already defeated. You are no longer going to dominate and begin to flourish. All right. Now, please understand that your mind creates the condition for wealth creation. All right. Now, the conditioning of your mind is so important because if your mind can be conditioned, the atmosphere is right, then you're going to see. For example, if the atmosphere is right, if the situation roundabout, if the atmosphere, if the temperature is right, you start to see that there's going to be rain. All right, rain is going to come if the atmosphere is right. Before rain comes, the atmosphere is going to be right. So if you're going to see the rains of blessings, if you're going to start to see prosperity, if you're going to start to see wealth comes to you, then the first thing is that you have to condition your mind. So wealth first start in your mind. All right, this is so critical because the reason why I start to break through is because I first break this condition in my mind. All right, I know that my parents were not doing well. They are not financially well to do. All right, we were living in poverty. All right, even the poor call us poor. But I decided one day that I'm going to break this curse of poverty. I decided one day in my mind that I am not going to accept, but I'm going to basically challenge this condition that I'm going through. Now, please understand, it is nothing wrong if you are born poor, but to remain poor is a curse. Right? Let me repeat that once again. Nothing wrong to be born poor, but to remain poor is a curse. Never accept the condition. It doesn't matter what environment that you were born. It doesn't matter who you are born to. It doesn't matter which school that you attend. It doesn't matter. What matters is your mind. If you can condition your mind, if you can start to think about wealth, as you can begin to accept wealth in your mind, you're going to start to begin to flourish. Let me just see all those chats that are coming in. Thank you so much. All right, that's great. So let's just jumpstart it. Okay, I want you to catch this thing in your spirit as you are hearing me. I want you to grab everything. Take a piece of paper, write it down. All right, write it down. Listen to this YouTube again and again and again and again until something is birthed inside of you. We have another 2 weeks. We have another 3 weeks before the year end. I believe that God can start to jumpstart something powerful inside of each and every one of us. So you have to understand that you need to condition your mind, okay? So to do that, you need to think, okay? Wealth first start in your mind. You have to accept that wealth first start in your mind. Now, the next thing is that please understand that what your mind attracts will manifest. Now, this is so important, all right? This is so important because your mind is designed in such a way that you can begin to imagine, you can begin to create a world of your own in your mind. And if you can attract whatever in your mind is going to start to manifest, all right? It's going to manifest. So dominate your mind for success. This is so important. So if you can dominate your mind, if you can take control of your mind, if you can start to begin to condition your mind, you are going to condition your mind for success. And this is important because whatever you attract, you're going to manifest. So if you attract the good, you're going to manifest the good. If you attract the bad, then you're going to manifest the bad. So you have the right, you have the power to choose what you're going to attract. So never, that's why as I mentioned to you earlier, never blame your environment. Never blame your friend. Never blame where you work. Never blame the condition that you are in. Never blame. Because what you're going to attract, you're going to start to begin to see the manifestation of it. So please understand, whatever that you give attention to, you're going to attract. So what are you going to give attention to 2023? What are you going to give attention to? This is my question to you. All right, what are you going to give attention? If you give attention to the wrong thing, if you give attention to bitterness, if you give attention to anger, if you give attention to all this negativity, then you're going to attract it. And the moment you attract it, it's going to manifest in one way or another. It's just a matter of time. That's why sometimes when you start to think negative thing, do you realize that it starts to begin to manifest? Why don't you change it? Why don't you start to think something good? Why don't you start to draw positive attention? And the moment you start to attract positive attention, what is going to happen? Your mind is going to manifest it. Now, these are the power that God has given to us, all right? And the power is this dimension of the mind that God has given to us, because this dimension of the mind, the dimension of the soul, the dimension of the intelligence, the dimension of the imagination, these are powerful dimensions. So that's the reason why if you can condition your mind, if you can put your mind in the state that you start to dominate, you start to begin to decide what you can accept and what you cannot accept, what you're going to give attention to and what you're not going to give. Some of you may need to reassess and reevaluate the association, the friends that you are with. You might, because this may be the thing that is attracting negativity. This can be the thing that is stopping the manifestation of God's blessings upon your life. Some of you may have to relook into your lifestyle, into how you are spending your money, into how you are managing your money. Can you just imagine that? Every area of your life, you have to be conscious in your mind. Because this is where the moment you start to be conscious, the moment you start to begin to evaluate and assess what you're going to give attention to, is going to attract. Okay, it's going to attract the favor of God, and you're going to start to see the manifestation of it. Don't worry about when. Don't worry about how. It's just that your mind, you have to decide. The moment you start to attract, the moment the mind starts to attract, it will manifest in one way or another. All right, so let's move on. Okay, now please understand, we are not just talking about winners. I know that many of you have been following me. You know, this is one of my favorite words, where we become a winners. But this year, 2023, we want to move from just being a winners to be dominators. All right. We want to move from being winners to become dominators. Dominators are one that make a mark of greatness in your domain. These are someone who you have to make the mark. People must be able to remember you for what you have done in their life. When they talk about you, they are so blessed that they get connected with you. The moment they connect with you, there is a jump start. Something happened in their spirit. Can you see that? So don't just think about winning. We want to think about being dominators. We want to dominate every area that you are in. You have to dominate. You have to become a leader that will begin to start to lead the people. You must leave a mark of greatness in that domain, in that space that you are in, so that when people hear your name, they know this is it. All right, this is it. Then when people hear examples, certain kind of names, they associate that names with that brand. Can you see that? That is dominators. They are not just going in there to play around. They are not just going in there just to win, but they go in there to dominate. Now, please understand, dominators eliminates competitors. All right. So can you see that we are no longer just competing with someone. We are no longer just competing. We are basically eliminating. All right. We are not just competing to win, but we are basically competing to eliminate our competitors. All right, so I want you to change the way you think, because your mind is a powerful asset that God has given. And today, if you can understand this, okay, we are not just dominators. Don't compete to win, my friend. They compete to eliminate, because they want to be the dominators. All right, so I hope that you understand that. So don't just compete to win. We want to compete to eliminate. The moment you eliminate, that space, that dominion is open up to you. I hope you are blessed. Okay, I hope you are blessed. So that is the first thing that I want to leave with you. The first thing is to condition your mind. I hope you are blessed with this number one. Okay, the first principle, the first practical ways. Okay, so I really pray that that you will start to grab this understanding, grab this these keys. Okay, these keys. And you start to begin to see things happen in your own mind. Okay, so this is where we are going. 2023, we are dominators. We are going to go in and dominate. Okay, the key word here is dominate. So think about dominating in the right way. I'm not talking about in a negative sense. Okay, so please take note. We want to dominate. We want to dominate so that we can become a blessing, so that God can make our name great and we can become a blessing, so that the glory of God can begin to start to manifest through us. And the more the glory of God manifests, the more people are going to be blessed. Okay, are going to be blessed. More people are going to receive their portion of the blessing. So that is what dominate is all about. Now, the second principle, or the second practical and proven ways, is that you have to have a definite of purpose. Now, this is so important. Okay, I want you, if there's anything that is so critical, this is so critical, which is definite of purpose. Now, what do I mean by definite of purpose? What I mean is that you need to decide. Okay, today I want you to decide. So if you are in business, if you are working, whatever that you are in, whatever occasion that you are in, whatever profession that you are in, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are running your businesses, I want you to have a definite of purpose. Now, this is so important, because definite of purpose is going to attract what you are going to base. It's going to manifest what you're going to attract. All right, so how do you do that? Now, if you have a piece of paper, you might want to just write it down. What is the exact amount in dollar? Okay, by what date? So these are the important things. The exact amount in dollar and by what date. So these are the two important things I want you to write down. Later on, I'm going to show to you the one pager, right? The one pager blueprint. So probably you can have that one pager later on. But I want you to write down the exact amount in dollar and by what date. Now, this is important, because the moment you put this exact amount and you write it down, and you put a date by when, you are imprinting into your subconscious mind. All right, let me just repeat that once again. You are going to program and imprint into your subconscious mind, which is your hard disk. Now, the moment you do that, it starts to imprint into your subconscious mind, is going to manifest in one way or another. All right, now let me show you an example here. So over here, right, this is an example. You can take it. This is my example. I'm just sharing it with you. Now, my amount, the amount that I'm targeting for 2023 is $5 million. And I want to achieve this by November 2023. All right, now, I hope you are following me. If you're following me, probably you want to put that in the chat room. I hope you are following me, and I hope I'm not going too fast. I am really excited here, because, I really want to see every one of you are blessed. So that is the reason why I'm revealing to you these hidden treasures. All right, so I want you to follow me. And you know what? I know that some of you may feel this is like so intense. It is so intense. It is not just intense, my friend. These are the things that we never do in our life. That's the reason why we don't see things manifest. That's the reason why we don't see things happen. All right. Now, so this is an example. I'm going to just guide you step by step. So I want to hit, let's say, $5 million by November 2023. So I have the exact amount and I have the exact date. All right. The exact date, which is roughly November 2023. Now, please understand, keep the duration. All right. Keep the duration between 6 to 12 months. All right, because we are talking about 2023. So don't go 3 years or 5 years. Okay, we are basically having a short-term plan here. All right, between 6 to 12 months. And you can even use a concept which is called a SMART concept. All right, where you can basically, use that concept to actually decide your targets and so on. But what I'm trying to say is that you have a purpose here. So now my purpose is clear, all right? My purpose here is clear, and my purpose here is that $5 million. All right, and by November 2023, so that simply means I have 11 months, okay, to be able to put in the work that is required to be able to hit and achieve this $5 million. All right, so I hope you have your number. All right, I hope you have your number. Don't write that in the chat room. I just want to make sure, have you written down your number? If you are following me, have you written down your number? You may want to put in the chat, okay, have you written down your number? All right, don't write those numbers in the chat. I just want to know, have you written down those numbers? If you have written down, you may want to respond, because what you're going to do today is going to manifest. Please understand it. This is powerful. All right, that's why I love God. I love God. You know why? He write everything down. He never leave anything. All right, he wrote everything down through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. That's why everything has to happen according to what is written. All right, so please write it down. I hope you are following me, because this is going to be important. I just want to make sure that you follow me, because the moment you follow me step by step, this is going to transform your life. Let me tell you something, guys. Sometimes you have to pay thousands of dollars to learn this kind of stuff. But these are the things that the Holy Spirit has taught me. And the reason I am where I am today is because of what God is doing in my life, and because of the wisdom that the Holy Spirit has given to me. All right. So you need to have a definite purpose. So my definite purpose is clear. This is what I want to do, and this is where I'm going to go. All right. So now, once you have the definite purpose, okay, what is the next stage? Let's move on. All right, so the third practical and proven ways is that you need to define your offers. All right, you need to define your offers. I call this as my key success factor, KSF. Okay, KSF is my key success factor. So now the first thing is that you need to condition your mind. Please understand that. All right, conditioning your mind is so important. Number two, you need to have a definite of purpose. Now, let me tell you something. Because people don't have a purpose, and some people have purpose, but it is not definite. They don't have a clear, definite purpose. That's why you've seen things doesn't happen. Can you see that? So I am talking, we are talking about economic breakthrough here. We are talking about financial breakthrough. That's why I am actually relating everything back to financial breakthrough. So that's the reason why I want you to have a definite purpose. How much and by what, okay, by what or by when you want to achieve it. You need to be definite. If you are not definite, you are not clear, you are not going to achieve it. Now, the third thing is that you need to define your offers. All right, this is important, okay? Define your offers or your key success factor. So what do I mean? Now, what will you give or contribute to clients or community to realize the purpose? Okay, let me repeat that once again. What are you willing to give or contribute to clients or community to realize that purpose? All right. What are you going to do? What are you going to offer? All right. What are you going to offer? Now, number two, what product or services you are offering to realize the purpose? All right. So I want you to be able to understand it, because you can't achieve that purpose if you don't have something to offer. So you need to have something to offer in order for you to achieve that. And that is your critical or key success factor. Now, what is your value proposition or tangible deliverables to client? Now, we're going to cover this. Okay, I'm going to show you some example here. All right, so you need to define your offers or your key success factor. So how do you do that? Now, this is an example. This is my offer. So now, if I want to achieve that $5 million, all right, if I want to achieve the $5 million, I have decided for 2023, these are just probably my top four offers. Okay, you can have two offers, you can have one offers, or you can have two or three offers. It doesn't matter. All right, so I'm going to do example JD 100x leverage. You know, I'm doing this mentorship program for many years. All right, so I'm going to continue to do that next year. I'm also going to actually introduce entrepreneurial mentorship program. And I'm going to introduce Crypto Millionaire Mentorship Program, and also Leadership Millionaire Series. All right. Now, these are my offer. Now, what is your offer? If you have a piece of paper, if you are writing it down, I want you to be so clear. Now, before you do that, I want you to be able to look into some of these pointers. Now, look into what you have, because you cannot give or offer what you don't have. All right. So look into what you have. Now, if you don't have, if you have certain skill, if you are good in certain area, what you need to do now is to master those areas. If you have certain skills in that area, you have to master it. Until you master it, okay, you are called a master. All right, that's where you can start to coach. That's where you can start to mentor people. All right, so remember, you cannot give what you don't have. All right, now the other thing is that you have to take into consideration of the efforts, the time, the cost, the process, and the sacrifices that is involved. Because do you know that, example, right? I'm doing JD 100X leverage mentorship, and this is like a 12 months program. Do you know the effort that is required, the tenacity, the consistency, to be able to answer all those questions that is coming in the group and so on? Can you just imagine that? So you have to really sacrifice a lot of things, because remember, you are offering here to change people's life. You are doing something here so that you can touch the community. You are doing something here so that you can be a blessing to someone's life, so that they can start to begin to see breakthroughs in their life. Can you just imagine that? Now, the other thing is that make sure you have a numeric target or some kind of deliverables for each of your key success factor. Example, all right, I want to mentor 500 protege. I want to provide employment to 100 people. Now, these are just an example, okay? I'm not saying I'm going to hire 100 people. I'm just sharing with you some of these ideas. So if you might be in certain area in your life, in your businesses, where you can probably provide employment. Probably you want to provide employment to five people next year. All right, now these are very, very important. Can you just imagine that to achieve the purpose, to achieve that definite purpose, you need to be able to define your offers. All right, define your offers. Okay, and when you define that offers, you must understand the deliverables. How are you going to impact life of people tangibly? Now, this is the next thing. All right, so we have the first one. Okay, the first one is make sure you have a definite, the conditioning your mind. All right, the first one is your mind. It always goes back to yourself. So it is your mind that is stopping you. All right, but today we want to break that. All right, so you have to condition your mind. You have to believe. You have to have that tenacity. All right, so that's the first thing. The second thing is that you need to have a definite purpose. All right, and the third thing is that you need to be able to define and identify what are you going to offer to achieve that purpose. And the fourth thing is this: you need to have definite action plan. All right. Now, I hope you can start to see, right? The word that I'm using here is everything is definite. It's not something that is wishy-washy. It's not something that if it's happened, it's happened. No. You have to be definite. Because remember, every time you do something consciously, you are imprinting it into your mind, into your subconscious mind. When you do things in a definite manner, you are imprinting it into your subconscious mind. And the day is coming that it will start to manifest. Remember, because what you give attention to, you attract. And what you attract is going to manifest. Can you see that? So this is a powerful principle. I want you to capture this principle. So now, the question is this: how are you going to accomplish the what? Can you see that? So what, the offer, all right? The what, which is the purpose. How are you going to actually accomplish it? Spell the how clearly. This is so important. Let me show you an example here. So here I have an example, right? I told you that, let me just take one example, which is JD 100X Leverage Mentorship. Now, for this mentorship, my deliverables or my target is that I want to create 500 protege in 2023, all right? So that is basically 100%. So in this year, 2022, we managed to touch about 200 to 300 people. So next year, I want to double this number. All right, so that is a 500 protege, and I want to make sure that an average win rate, okay, their winning rate in this trading is 80% and above. All right. So that is basically what is my deliverables in terms of my offer, right? Now, how to achieve this? So now how to achieve is where I have the activity. These are my action plan. So the how, number one, I want to increase the lead generation frequency to 3 times per week. So this is my marketing. All right. This is the marketing aspects of it. So at this moment, I am not really doing my marketing consistently, my lead generation, but now I decided that every 3 times per week, I want to make sure that I send out my lead generation. I want to continue to publish free insights and material. These are my YouTube, my social media. I may increase a lot of my content the coming year so that more people, and so that I can reach more people and bless more people. Now, I want to restructure the membership level. So at this moment, I only have 1 membership, but next year, I'm going to break it down to 3 membership. I will have elementary, I'm going to have the advanced, I'm going to have the pro inner circle. All right. I want to introduce a new technology called a Discord management so that I can transfer all those in the Telegram into Discord so that we can manage all the different batches and all the different membership level more effectively. And I also want to implement a win rate certification or award where I'm going to award and certify those in the different membership level who actually hit 80% and above in their win rate. Now, can you see that I have a definite action plan? I have a clear activity in order to achieve that purpose. In order for me to achieve what I'm offering, this is what I'm going to do. Can you see how definite is that? Can you see that I am so clear in my mind what I want to do? All right, now, please understand, most people, right, they have the activity, they have the action plan, but they are still waiting. Now, please do not procrastinate. Okay, do not wait. Start to initiate it. It may not be perfect. It doesn't matter. Perfection has never changed anyone. Only doing. Start to do. The moment you do, you will perfect it along the way. Your focus is how you can immediately bless the people, how you can immediately change the life of the people. Can you see that? So that is your major focus. And along the way, you keep improving it. Now, the other thing is that, can you see I am using an active verb to represent my action activities? Example, all those that is underlined is a verb. Increase, publish, restructure, introduce, implement. Can you see that? Now, these are important, okay, because these are active verbs. These are action words, all right, because you want to get into action. Now, the other thing is that you have to monitor the deliverables, all right? Monitor the deliverables, all right? The deliverables to achieve that purpose. Now, please understand, if you don't achieve that purpose, do not change the purpose, but you have to probably review again your activities. Probably your activities that you are doing is not effective. It's not giving the result that you want. Can you see that? But most people, you know what they do? They scrap their purpose. They give up on their 5 million because it is not your 5 million. It is not the 5 million the problem could be. It could be the activities. It could be the how. Can you see that? So that is what you have to look into. Okay, don't change the purpose. All right, you can't change the purpose. The purpose is the pillar. You are clear about your pillar. Now you have to change the activities. You may have to change the action plan. You may have to change the how in order to achieve the what. All right. And the other thing is that you have to plan and study the cost of implementation and also the return of investment. Please understand, a lot of this activity may involve certain kind of costs. Okay, for example, right? Let's take an example. I want to do a lead generation. To do a lead generation, I may need a funnel. I may need a landing pages. I may need a certain kind of automated system for email campaign and so on. Now that may involve certain kind of costs. Can you see that? So you have to consider all these aspects of it when you are basically deciding the activities that you want to take. Now, I hope, okay, I hope you are blessed. This is the first 4. All right, the first 4. So what is the number one? Number one, you have to condition your mind. For me, conditioning is so important because if you cannot condition your mind, whatever you do, you will be doubting your way. Now, you cannot doubt. You have to have faith in yourself. All right. Number 2, you must have a definite of purpose. All right. Number 3, you must identify and define your offer. What is your key success factor? And number 4, okay, you have to have a definite action plan. All right. I hope you are blessed so far. All right. If you are blessed and you are taking down notes, I hope that the step is clear. All right. It is just 5 steps, my friend. It's your 5 fingers. That's all. Let's keep things simple. Let's not complicate life. Let's not complicate business. Let's not complicate entrepreneurship development. Let's not complicate things. If you can do these 5 things, you're going to see wonders next year. If you can do these 5 things, you're going to start to dominate 2023. All right. So I hope you are blessed. Okay. Are you blessed over there? All right, use the chat room. All right, use the chat room. All right, let me know if you are blessed. I look forward to hear from you all. All right, I'm going to give you the final, okay, the 5th. All right, awesome. Glad to see all those chats that is coming in. Thank you so much. All right, I just want to use these 2 hours. You know, these 2 hours can change your life. These 2 hours can create so much of perspective, you know, and I can immediately jumpstart you for 2023. All right. So please understand. Don't wait for 1st January. Your 2023 starts today. Your 2023 starts today. Don't wait for January. All right. Don't be like the rest of the people. They are waiting for January. Why are you waiting for January? You should start your 2023 today. All right. Get going. Get started. Do something about it. All right. I hope you will start to take action immediately. Now, let's move on to the 5th item. All right. The 5th practical and proven ways, okay, how you can create indispensable wealth in 2023 is repetition. All right. Repetition. Now, please understand, repetition is key to mastery. Now, why is it that repetition is key to mastery? Because repetition is copying and programming your mind till it becomes a habit. Let me repeat that once again. Repetition is key to mastery, because when you start to repeat and repeat and repeat, you are copying and programming and imprinting it into your subconscious mind, which is your hard disk, till it becomes a habit. Can you see that? Now, this is powerful. If you have a negative thoughts, for example, how to get rid of the negative thoughts? You have to copy and program new thoughts. The more you program new thoughts, what happened to the old thoughts? The old thoughts will be deleted. Can you see that? So this is how our mind works. All right. So repetition is the key. Repetition or duplication. You keep duplicating the same thing. You keep repeating what you used to do. All right, until you master it. Can you see that? So that's what I'm telling. Don't just learn for knowledge. Learn until you master one thing. If you can just master one thing in 2023, and that one thing can give you $100,000, or if that one thing can deliver $50,000, are you happy? That is a magnificent result, my friend. That is a massive achievement. Imagine doing nothing. What is going to happen next year? If you do nothing and expect something new, you are insane. All right? You have to do something new if you're going to see new things happen. So that's basically right. So when you talk about repetition, you repeat the process. If it works, keep repeating it. Don't change it. If it works, okay, that's why certain things I'm doing. Example, JD 100X. It working. I keep repeating the same thing. Every time I do it better. Every time I do, I keep improving it. Every time I come up with a program, I do it better than what I used to do before. So repeat the process, because if it's working, if it's profiting, keep repeating it. The other thing is that when I talk about repetition, you need to standardize the process. So this is where you start to document what works for future marketing, what works so that you can offer new offer in 2024 or 2025. And you can use this as your references. Can you see that? So that's what I do. I document things. Because I document things, I can then basically present it to you. Because I document, because this is my life. This is what I do. These are the 5 things that I do. And because I document it today, imagine, right? Hundreds of people who are going to hear or watch this YouTube are going to be blessed. And the other thing is that when we talk about repetition, you automate the process and earning process. Can you see that? So you repeat it until it becomes automated, until you don't have to think about it any longer. All right. For example, right? Imagine today I can talk about Bitcoin. I open my mouth and I can talk about it without even thinking about it. So the day you come to that place where you don't have to think, you have mastered it. The day you come to a place that you don't have to reason, you don't have to think, you don't have to use your intelligence, the moment you open your mouth, it flows like water. That is the day you have mastered it. Can you see that? And how do you master it? You have to repeat and repeat. You have to have diligence until you actually master it. All right. Now, the danger is this. Most hit the peak of their success and they fail miserably because they neglect to repeat the process that works. So many people, after they hit the success, they try to reinvent and improve too early in the process. And because of that, they are not seeing the same result they used to see before. All right. Now, some people are greedy along the way because they see that they already made $50,000, $100,000. They no longer value the basic thing. They no longer value what they used to do. And they lose that. And they thought that now they can make millions without even following those process. You know, they are misguided. All right. So don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. So once you achieve it in example, right? Let's say in October, let's say in August, let's say in November 2023. So now you start to begin to repeat the same process. Whatever that is working, keep repeating it. All right. Keep repeating it. Make it works better and bless more people. All right. Improve. Start to improve the same thing, but add more value. So you can give more value to the people. All right. So this is important. So you can see, right, today I'm not selling you anything. I just want to give you value. You know why? Because these are community. These are people that I value. You are people that I value. And because I value you, because I want to see that you are blessed, I just want to give these things out so that you can now, okay, now it's going to challenge you. Today is going to challenge you. What you hear is going to challenge you. What you hear, you are not going to be able to sleep that easily until you write these things down on the piece of paper, until you are clear with your purpose, until you are clear with your definite of purpose, until you clear with your offer, until you are clear with everything. Can you see that? So the clarity of purpose is so important. Now, these are the one page, okay? The one page. So what I did is that I took all these things, and what I do, I have what I call a wealth creation blueprint. And this is a one pager. So this is how the blueprint looks like. All right. So here I have a definite of purpose. What is the amount and what is the date I want to achieve it? I have my offers. All right. And in this offer, I have my offers or critical key success factor, the deliverables. Is there any cost or budget that is required? What is the time frame? All right. And then I have my action plan. So for example, if I have the number one critical success factor, that will be here. For that success factor, what are the activities that I'm going to do and the status of this activity, whether this activity completed or not, and you can monitor your success factor and the achievement of that purpose. Can you see that? So this is clear, right? This is clear. So you took this complex, everything that is in your mind, you start to begin to put it into that piece of paper, and now you can see the complete blueprint. Right, the complete blueprint, and this is going to be your guiding. Okay, it's going to guide you, it's going to motivate you, it's going to encourage you as you go on day by day. So what you need to do with this? Very simple. Okay, number one, have a visual management board. Okay, put these things up somewhere in your room. All right, why you do that? Because remember, as I mentioned to you, right, you have to imprint this into your mind. You have to keep imprinting it. You have to keep programming it. You have to keep seeing it. One day you don't have to read because it will be like a picture in your brain. You can see the whole blueprint in your imagination, in your mind. You don't have to read anymore. Can you see that? That's how powerful the visual management is. Number two, you have to look and read it daily. Okay, morning and night. The moment you wake up, you read it. The moment before you go to bed, you read it. Wow, can you just imagine? You are going to change the way how you live. And now this is going to drive you. This vision, this purpose is going to drive you. Imagine if this is how you live every day. Wow, what a year is going to be. Isn't that going to be 2023 year to dominate? Your year, all right? Your year, okay, to dominate. Now, the other thing is that you need to start to visualize it. See you attaining it. All right, see you attaining it. Visualize till it becomes clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer, because the clearer it becomes, the sooner you will attain it. So when I say visualize, you must be able to see the process from A to Z. Step by step, you must be able to see it in your mind. Hey, let me tell you something. If you can see that in your mind and you are achieving that in your mind, imagine, all right, imagine the moment, remember what you give attention to, you attract. What you attract is going to manifest. Wow. Can you just imagine when it becomes clearer and clearer and clearer in your mind, you are starting to attract it. Or you are starting to feel it. You are starting to see one by one things is going to happen. Number 4, live in this extraordinary world you have created. All right. So when you start to visualize it, it becomes clearer and clearer. Now you are starting to attract it. Now you start to live in this world. You are so excited where everyone else outside is just miserable. But you are so excited. You are just bumpy in your spirit. You are so excited every time people look at you. They ask, what happens to you? Wow. That is what we want to see, right? You can feel it so real. You can hold it so tangible in your mind. Now, this is what is going to change you. This is what going to make you. You have already dominated it in your mind. It's just a matter of time. God is going to cause the manifestation of what you have just attracted in your mind. Isn't this powerful? Now, these are rules, okay? These are the rules of the mind. That's why if you can follow the rules of the mind and you can start to implement each of these things step by step, and you have this blueprint, okay, this whole one-pager, and you just have this one-pager, and this is going to drive you day and night, and you start to put all the action plan into place in order to achieve those key success factors, you're going to see the purpose that you have granted for. Now, let me ask you something. If you have a goal of $100,000, even if you don't hit the $100,000 or you just hit 50% of that, are you happy? All right. Can you just imagine? If you don't have this plan in place, if you don't have this principle or this practical and proven evidence of working things out in place, nothing happens to you in 2023. But now, because you have put some action, because you have put an effort into it, now you start to see your income starts to grow. Now you start to see financial breakthrough are looking for you. You are not looking for it, because remember, your mind has a magnetic force. The moment you feel it in your mind, the moment it becomes clearer, the moment you visualize it, the moment you hold it in your mind, the moment you smell it in your mind, the moment you feel it in your mind, it has the magnetic power to manifest it. That's how powerful your mind is, all right? So don't underestimate. You are the best technology God has ever created on earth. Human is the best technology that God has ever created. And God has given this human, all right, this so powerful sensory technology, the magnetic technology, which is the mind. That's why your mind can connect to the spiritual things. Your mind can connect. When you start to visualize, you are no longer physical. You are somewhere. Can you see that? That's how powerful it is. That's the reason why you can start to see things manifesting. I hope you are learning something here. All right. I hope that these 5 proven and practical principles will help you out. This is the only desire I have. So that's why I thought that this will be the best time before the year end. All right. I just thought that this will be the best thing to share. This will be the treasure that I have held for so many years. I've just put it into a simple 5 principle, okay, 5 practical and proven ways. It's just like your fingerprint, okay? It's just like your finger. You have 5 fingers. If you have that 5 in place, you can hold anything, all right? You can hold anything. You can touch anything. You can manage anything, all right? So I hope you are blessed. If you are blessed, please get to my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube and you know, look forward for some of those events that is coming up, you know, because next year is going to be a powerful year, because next year is the year to dominate. All right. So I hope you are blessed. I'm going to open up this session. You know, those of you who would like to give your input, who would like to give your perspective, especially those of you who are connected here in the Zoom. All right, let me just if any one of you would like to, you know, give your comment, give your input, please feel free. All right, please free to raise your hand. I hope that you are blessed with this insight. And those of you in the YouTube, I know you are not able to join the Zoom, but I really, you know, so appreciate each and every one of you for coming online through the YouTube. Please use the YouTube live chat there, over there. Please write down your input, your perspective, your comment. What do you think about what you have learned? Okay, there's 5 principles. I would really love to hear from you. And I believe, you know, that as people begin to read your comments, people begin to read your input, they're going to be so inspired. All right, be so inspired. I hope I have jumpstart something inside of you today. All right, I hope I've jumpstart something. Sometimes all that we need is someone to jumpstart it. That's all. You just need someone who has this excess power to jumpstart that car. That's all. Once the car gets started, it can go on its way and it can start to fill up. Okay, you can start to fill it up. You can start to have all the power that is required. So my job here, okay, is to just jumpstart. I'm not saying that I am great or whatever, so, but it's just because of what I've achieved in my life and how God has actually guided me and lead me. I just felt that I'm responsible for the community. I'm responsible for the people who are connected with me. So that's the reason why I just believe, you know, that today a simple less than 2-hour jump start can do something amazing in our life. Right? I know some of you have raised your hand. Let me just unmute you. All right, unmute you so that you can say something. Please go ahead, eBay. eBay over there, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, good afternoon from Nigeria.
Hi, good afternoon, eBay.
Yeah, JD Winner, I don't know the word to use to qualify you. You are actually a good mentor. I've been with you right from Royal Q. From Royal Q, got us introduced into JD Winner 100x leverage, and I've been in batch one of the 100x leverage, and also you have also given me mentorship on how to plot, how to read and understand. In fact, all my crypto knowledge, all the knowledge I had in cryptocurrency today started with you. And that is the reason why I have not left you, because you gave me the knowledge I have about crypto. And I've already started running an academy. I've started running a business. And my business, let me just call the name of my business. I hope it's not going to be a conflict of interest here. My name of my business is Manuka. What we do is that we recommend cryptocurrency, premium coins to buy with due diligence and research. So, and what you have given me here today has also launched me further in setting my goals right, setting my things right. In fact, I am so blessed to be with you. This video is good. I believe you are going to place it on YouTube. I'm going to watch it over and over. And I'm going to share it with my team. In my team, in Manuka, we are traveling from places to places, educating people about crypto and how they can come on board crypto. We recommend coins for them, premium coins for them to buy and hold for the bull run so that they can make massive profits. So as you can see on my DP there, earn crypto while you sleep. So I actually have a business, and you, JD Winner, I've been following you, and I've actually been trying to copy what you have been doing. I've actually been trying to imitate you. You are actually a mentor to me.
Amen.
You are actually a mentor to me. So I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you have been following JD Winner, if you have been following him all the way, I've been following all the way from 2021. I think around that should be, is it 2021 or 2020 when Royal Q started? So, and I've been following your circle. From your circle, you introduced us into how to understand the candles and all, and how to plot chart and how to read a resistance line and all those, So I I want to say thank you so much. If you are here in this team and you are new here, please do not take JD Winner, don't leave him alone. You will tap a lot of knowledge to make wealth for yourself. And as you are tapping that knowledge, try to implement it in whatever you are doing. I bet you, I can assure you that you will actually make some changes. It will not start immediately. Of course, they say there's a statement, good things don't come easy. It will take time and effort. You may lose along the way, but don't give up. Just like as he gave that illustration, if you watch the video initially, that lion that you see, he keeps waiting and watching and keeps following, no matter, even if he loses at the point, he still keeps maintaining the track until the goal, the target is reached. So that is what we should do while we are following JD. He's actually imparting value. And I love that he is so generous by sharing what he has. So I want to say thank you, JD Winner, for all the good efforts and the good spirit you are showing. And may you continue to prosper in all that you're doing.
Thank you, eBay. Truly appreciate that inspiring testimony and the encouragement. And also, I really appreciate these are people who have stayed through the mentorship. And you can see that the mentorship is not, we are not just interested to mentor you in an area. Yes, it's true that you are learning how to trade, but we just do not want you to learn how to trade. We also want you to learn about life. All right, now please understand what you have learned, these 5 practical and proven ways is applicable for every aspect of life. If you can just implement this in every aspect, it's not just business, in every aspect of life, you can begin to flourish too. All right, that's why I believe. All right, that's why these five fingers, you can see my 5 fingers, right? If you have these 5 fingers, you are equipped. You can touch anything, you can grip anything. If you lose one of it, all right, you start to stutter. All right, you start to, become weak in the way you hold things. But if you have these 5, that's why I give you 5, because I want you to have perfect fingers. I want you to have perfect, you can hold things well. All right. All right, that is really good to be here, to be able to hear from those of you who are joining the Zoom. Anyone else that would like to, comment, you may want to raise your hand. Please do so. I believe that, your comment will add significant value to so many people. It's just that how you were blessed. Have you imagined this is coming your way today? All right, so have you really imagined this is coming your way? You say God is just wonderful, right? And sometimes we don't know, what I think God knows people's heart, and that is the reason why you are here today. So you are not here by mistake. You are not here by mistake. You are guided in your heart, okay, to be here. You are guided in your own spirit to be here. All right, and you've been at the right place because you are receiving this wealth of information, and all that I desire to see you master it. And I believe, all right, next year we're going to hear powerful testimonies of life, okay, of life, not just about hitting or achieving your financial breakthrough, but more than that, okay, more than that. So imagine, right, the last thing is a reputation, right? Imagine if you can document what you are doing, what you are achieving, and you master it. Can you just imagine that itself can become your product, your offering, and your changed life can actually become a blessing to you and those people who are going to basically buy that product and services from you. Can you just imagine that? So you have to start to think differently. Do you know that everything that you are involved with, you can monetize it, you can create, you can actually convert that into an entrepreneurial idea. Now think different. Come on, think different, okay? Don't think the same way. So that's why I keep learning, because everything I learn, when I master it, I can actually convert that to an entrepreneurial idea where I can actually bless people. I can contribute. I can start to change people's life. All right, we have Francis Oga. Francis, you may unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, Dr. JD. My family, even my little girl who is 9 now, everybody knows you, even though they don't sit with me, because I'm always, listening to your messages. In fact, the one you did recently, the short video you did, my wife was somewhere. She just said, "Is that JD?" I said, "Yes, JD Winner." You've really impacted my life And
Amen.
today, as I'm talking to you now, I'm driving, I'm in a very heavy traffic. But I said, I will not miss this. I just have to hang in. You know, you've woken a giant in me today.
Amen.
It's a big, big, big challenge. And I'm believing God that, you know, I'm going to work on areas that have been taken lightly. You know, today's exposition is something else out of this world. I really appreciate you. And I believe God will keep you for us. And a lot of humanity will benefit from your wealth of experience and knowledge. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're most welcome, Francis from Nigeria. Thank you so much. We appreciate. No matter what, I know that you are always there. All right, you're always there, coming online, making yourself available. Truly appreciate that honest review, you know, and that inspirational testimony. I look forward to hear, you know, great results from your side. I believe something powerful is going to happen. All right, maybe we have another one or two, and then we can call the day. And you know, this is live stream in the YouTube. It's always available there. The video is there in the YouTube. You can go there and watch. That's why please make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, tap the bell. Because when you tap the bell, every time there is a new content that I publish, you will be the first one that receive the notification. All right. So make sure you do that. Okay. Make sure you do that. And please feel free to share this YouTube, all right, with everyone that you know, so that more people, because I'm going to put up a massive content next year. There's going to be a lot of content. All right. So I just want to be able to give out a lot of these insights, this knowledge, you know, based information, so that people can be truly blessed. All right. Now, anyone else, probably any one of you from Papua New Guinea, anyone from Papua New Guinea or from Solomon Island. Okay. Are you still there? All right. Please feel free to share your thoughts. How you see today, you know, is this jumpstart session. Okay. I hope this jumpstart session has been a massive blessing. You know, you have about 3 weeks. I don't want you to waste these 3 weeks. My 2023 always starts in November. I never wait. I never wait for January. No way. All right. I don't follow these Roman calendars. I follow God's calendar, and my calendar is always what I feel inside of me. So I start my year early. All right. So I hope you are starting your year early. Nothing wrong to start your year early. All right. And nothing wrong to end your year early. Okay. Please take note of that. All right. Great. Anyone of you, you can actually raise your hand at the bottom there. If you see at the bottom there, there is a raised hand. If you would like to say something, please go ahead. Share it with the people, you know, that will be really awesome. And also appreciate those of you are sending those messages, those chats that are coming in through the Zoom, and also the chats that are coming in through the YouTube. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate all those wonderful chats. And, you know, it's really a blessing to be able to hear, especially from people who are grateful to this connection, to these honorable alliances, you know, and how you have seen your life has been touched and transformed. And you know what? Because of you, I have to, it also changed my life. Okay. You have been a great challenge, because every time I think of you, every time I get connected with new people, I hear people need certain things. I go and study. I go and push myself, you know, to make sure that I find a way, how can I give an input so that people can really be blessed. So in one way or another, you have been a great blessing to me. And I really treasure this relationship, really treasure, you know, this, truly appreciate your alliances, this community that are connected, right? All right, anyone else from the Zoom over here that you would like to say something, please go ahead. Yes, anyone? Okay, so if there's none, I believe that you are blessed with this session. As I mentioned to you, right? We make things very short and crispy and nice. Yes, I think we have Alex there. Alex, you may unmute yourself. Yes, please unmute yourself. Just a moment. Yes, you can unmute yourself now. Yes.
Hello,
Yes,
Good
Alex.
night. Yeah, good night from Papua New Guinea.
Hi, good night.
Good night. Thank you for the privilege of me coming on board um, with this mentorship program. I see myself that for me to achieve this goal, the mentorship that I am in now is a vehicle, uh, and for me, by the end of 2023, I will reach my goal. That's my goal, and that's what I
Amen.
think. Thank you once again for the privilege of knowing you and coming under your mentorship. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you, Alex. Alex is currently doing mentorship for the JD 100X. They are actually from Papua New Guinea, and the mentorship will continue for the next 12 months. So I believe many of them are already walking into 2023. So this is going to be really exciting. As I always tell them, this is as they begin to be diligent and start to learn every single steps of it. They're going to be able, to see things happen. Okay, so that's really awesome. Thank you so much, Alex. Appreciate that. We have Paul Herman. Paul, please unmute yourself. Yes, Paul, please unmute yourself. Yeah, I think we will just take one or two more, and then we will adjourn the day today. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you and good night to you, JD, with the group.
Good night to you.
I am a JD protege, JD 100X protege from Papua New Guinea. I'm really glad for this mentorship program. I only thought that this mentorship will be only for my trading with JD 100X, but you went ahead and you really get us into everything, especially the presentation tonight is really mind-blowing for me.
Amen.
And I really appreciate that. I think I'm already fixing myself up now as of this presentation for the coming year. I'll try my very best to do well in this year. And for the JD 100X, I also see that I'm improving a lot with these strategies that you have given us. And I am really thankful for that. What you are doing is really blessing our life. And I thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Truly appreciate that honest review and your insights. I think that's what we want to do. I think one of the things that he mentioned is that, please understand, guys, when you are doing mentorship with me, no matter what mentorship, you are part of the community. You're part of the bigger community. All right. You may not be doing entrepreneur mentorship, but you may be doing JD 100. But that doesn't mean you cannot join what I'm giving you today. Certain things are for general purpose. Certain things are for everyone. That's why if you are part of my mentorship, you will see me teaching you everything. You know why? Because I am going to push you until you get it. All right. I don't care if you say you can't. I want you to learn everything. That's all. All right. So if you say you will try, you can't, you are just programming your mind wrongly. The moment you say no to this mind saying no and I will try, and you start to speak to your mind and tell your mind, get it done, learn how to do it, your mind will start to respond. All right. Don't have the same mindset as you move into 2023. The reason why you will fail in 2023 because you carry the mindset of 2022. Let me repeat once again. The reason why you will fail 2023 and the years beyond is because if you carry your mind, your 2022 mind. All right. Please. Okay. It's time to change. You have to. So that's why I'm pushing you. That's why I'm putting in all the information that I know some of you cannot read everything. It doesn't matter. Find time. One day you can go to the seaside, sit down there for the next one day, go through all the messages that I sent you. You see that? Don't get too busybody with everything else and forget to build your life. Please understand, you are the greatest asset. If you can build your life, do you know that you can be a blessing to so many people? Why are you neglecting yourself? You can't love anyone if you don't love yourself. If you say that you love someone and you don't love yourself, you are an hypocrite. You understand me? So that's why you have to work on yourself first before you can even become a blessing to someone. So our failure will be our own mind. You have to really work on your mind. That's why if your mind is conditioned properly, all right, everything else will just work well. All right. And the other thing I think Herman says this, okay, please, okay, I think the biggest problem why people cannot achieve things because you are not clear and definite with your purpose. All right. You have to be very clear because when your mind is clear and definite purpose, I tell you, the universe will respond to you. The reason why you are not seeing things because even the universe are confused with your mind. The universe don't know what you want. Do you know that if you pray and you don't know what you want, even God cannot answer you? So the Bible, you must understand you cannot be double-minded. All right, double-minded men receive nothing. So you have to be definite of purpose. Be clear with what you want to achieve in 2023. I'm not asking you to write 10 things down. No. Be definite. What is the one or two things that you really seriously that you want to achieve? Or what is the amount, right? The amount that you really want to achieve. I think you have to be true to yourself and be honest to yourself. All right? Because you cannot waste 2023. Please do not waste another year. All right? Do not waste another year. So with that, I would like to really say thank you so much. You know, I know that some of you may not be expecting this, but this is just something I felt in my spirit recently. And I thought that, all right, let's put these 5 principles, you know, these 5 practical ways and share with the people so that now you have a baton in your hand to run for 2023. All right. Now you have a scroll in your hand that you can now run, you know, in 2023. So remember, condition your mind. This is so important. Nothing can happen. Even if you want to plant something, you have to condition the soil first. Can you see that? If you don't condition the soil, what the seed that you plant is not going to work. So you have to condition your mind before you start to plant things in your mind. So first thing is to condition your mind. Second, make sure definite of purpose. Be definite. Many people have purpose, but they are not definite. All right. Number 3, make sure you have identified and defined what you want to offer. All right. Or what is the key success factor. And the 4th thing is that what is the action plan? How are you going to achieve that? Definite action plan. Definite. Don't write things down there for the sake of writing it down. Don't. Be definite. Make sure the activity that you are putting in there, you're going to do it. All right. You're going to do it. All right. And the last thing, repeat the same process. All right. In 2024, repeat it again. All right. Standardize what you are learning. Document those things because these are the things that is going to bring in the resource, the purpose. If you say you want to build $1 million empire, all right, then some of you, right, you just think about Kina. You are thinking about ringgit. Stop those things. Think about dollars. Break your mind. All right. Believe for dollars. Why are you believing for Kina? Why are you believing for all this, currency that is not traded internationally? Believe. See that you have to break your mind. You have to break that condition. So why do you write down 100,000 Kina? Why can't you write down $100,000? Can you see that? Convert that ringgit to dollars. Convert that Kina to dollars. All right. Convert those Nigerian, what you call that? Okay. Convert. Okay. Those currency of your own country. Convert that. Okay, to dollars. Come on. You have to live on those currency because you are God class. You are not anyone. You are God class. You are created at that level with the spirit of God inside of you. So you are God class. You are the best technology God has ever created. Remember that. You are the best technology, my friend. The best technology that God has ever created is human. You have the best mind. The power of your mind is beyond than the supercomputers. I do not know how you see yourself, but I see myself as God class. All right. That's the reason why everything we do, it has to be God class. All right. I don't want to reduce my standard. I don't want to reduce to any other level because I am created in God class. Why? Because I'm created to dominate. Okay. I'm created to dominate. I'm created to take over. All right. So that's what I'm thinking this year. Right. Can you see that? So I'm conditioning my mind. How do you condition your mind? Keep speaking to yourself. Keep visualizing it. All right. Can you see that? That's how you condition your mind. As you condition it, the negativity has to get out because this is the hard disk. All right. Your subconscious mind is the hard disk. It has been keeping all the negativity for years. So the only way for you to do that is to keep speaking, keep planting the new thoughts, keep reading new things. Okay. Stop reading rubbish. Stop reading all those newspapers and all the negative news. Go and get something new. Fill up because the only way you can get rid of that old information, old data in the hard disk is by imprinting, programming, and copying these new thoughts, new words, new contents. Can you see that? So if your mind is new, you are new. Can you see that? So your mind is so important. I hope you are blessed. Okay, so with that, I would like to say, truly thank you so much. Truly appreciate. I want to thank all of you for 2022. I appreciate this honorable alliances, your partnership. Many of you has been working with me. So you have seen me. You have worked with me closely. Many of you have heard me. Many of you have attended our meetings, our trainings, our seminar. Many of you have sat in my mentorship. Many of you, I really, really honor every one of you, treasure and cherish each and every one of you. I hope and really believing, that this year will be the year for us to dominate. You know why? When everything is collapsing, all right, lions never give up. Hyenas can come to the lion. Hyenas can be 10 hyenas can be surrounding that lion, but lion never give up until the end. Okay, lions will never give up. I hope you have the mentality of the lion. Never give up, my friend. Never give up. So what if you fail? Try it again. So what if you didn't do it perfectly? So what? So what, my friend? Keep trying. Keep trying. Because one day you're going to see the manifestation of everything that you tried. All right? Keep trying. All right? Don't give up. So with that, I would like to say thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. Do look forward for some of this kind of meetings in the future. I will let you know. I'll send you the link. All right, just come and join. Okay, come and join. Let's keep blessing more and more life. Okay, there's so much of life inside of us. You can't contain it for yourself, my friend. The more you learn, the more you master things, the more you will start to speak without thinking. All right, the day you start to talk and what's just coming out and flowing out of your mouth without you thinking it, you have mastered it. All right, you have done well, my friend. So I would like to, appreciate every one of you. All right, salute each and every one of you. I bless every one of you, as you move to 2024. And for some of you and many of you, today started. Okay, today the beginning of our 2024. Don't wait for the next 3 weeks. Start it now. Initiate it now. Get a piece of paper and write it down tonight before you go to bed. Put it up there on the whiteboard. Put it up there on the wall in your house. Put it there in your tablet. Put it there in your desktop. Look at it every day. It starts now, right? So with that, I would like to say thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, everyone. Take care. God bless you all. All right, let me just unmute you all. You can say goodbye. Blessed New Year, everyone. All right, you may unmute yourself. God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. JD.
Thank you.
Thank you.
JD.
Awesome moment. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blessed 2024. Blessed 2023. All right. Blessed 2023. I look forward to seeing you all the other side. Okay. God bless you all. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.